you again.
You might have met him
Yes.
10 years ago or something.
I believe so.
Is this okay here?
It is. It's totally fine. That was a good. I'm sorry.
We'll try to out you.
And they say that she didn't give any breaking news.
We had breaking news this morning, though.
Yeah.
To really get to 30, 40, 50% EVs being sold, you have to appeal to people that are in that $30,000 to $35,000 price range. That's where the Bolt is already there, but the Equinox is just a phenomenal vehicle. So I think when we look at the portfolio, we look at our brands, I think that's what's going to drive adoption. Because again, it's getting that person who only owns one vehicle. Most electric vehicle owners today own multiple vehicles, so they have an internal combustion vehicle to jump into depending on their needs. We're really working, again, as I said, to create the whole ecosystem. So buying an EV is just better, because if you've had the chance to drive one of our electric vehicles, they're fun to drive, instant torque, quiet, and so I think there's a lot to offer.
We got gas prices starting to come down a little bit, but they're kind of still a burden on families. Interest rates, they're saying another point possibly now after yesterday's inflation numbers. What do you think is going to happen with the economy now? Are we headed into some sort of recession?
It's really hard to say. If you think about it, we're in uncharted waters with, coming off of a pandemic, all of the different supply constraints that many different industries have faced. I really focus in on our industry and frankly on our company, and we're watching it very carefully. We always look at affordability, but we're still seeing really strong demand for our products. And so, again, I think it's the strength of the product portfolio we have, and we're watching it, and obviously we're looking at many different scenarios, as any prudent business leader would, to make sure we're ready for however the situation evolves. But it's pretty volatile right now.
How are supply chain issues still affecting you right now, and when do you see that easing?
So I think we're going to see supply challenges throughout this year and into next. General Motors, from a semiconductor perspective, by mid-decade, we're going to be leveraging 3 families of semiconductors that will be able to have higher scale. Because in the past, General Motors really didn't buy a lot of semiconductors. We bought those through our suppliers, our tier 1s, our tier 2s, et cetera. But now we're going to be directing it, and we actually think this is going to be an opportunity because we'll get scale, and we think it should help drive efficiencies as well.
The recent Supreme Court decision overturning Roe v. Wade, has GM started any conversations about any changes you may make to your benefit structure as a result of that decision?
Well, first of all, we think this is a highly personal and a private matter, and so we don't plan to talk broadly on it. We are always going to follow state laws and comply. We have it's been past practice that we provided those services, and we've also had a practice of providing the ability for people, if they needed to go somewhere to get the service that they need, of paying for that. And so we're going to continue with that practice. So there's really not a lot of change in what we're doing from what we've done in the past, other than we will make sure we comply with all state laws.
It was wonderful to meet you.
Good to meet you. Congratulations on your new job. Thank you. Always good to see you. Thank you very much.